One. Oh, okay. Great. I just got a thing that said recording in progress.
Yes.
So nice to see all of you. So happy to be here with you. And let's just start right in.
All right. Hello, my name is Ian Pathick. Can you guys hear me okay? Is it? Okay. And I will be singing Quand je fus prise en pavillon by Ronaldo Hahn. Quand je fus prise en pavillon de madame très jeune et belle, j'ai rougé à la chandelle ainsi que fait les papillons. J'ai rougi comme un vermillon à la clarté d'une étincelle, quand je fus prise en pavillon de madame très jeune et belle. Si je sais esmério, que je sais si bonnelle, je me fis ces garnelles, celle qui m'aimait l'aiguillon, quand je fus prise en pavillon.
Wonderful. So nice to hear you. Ian, can you tell us just a little bit about this song? I don't have your music, so it would be nice to just, if you could share with us. And also there's a glare of the sun right on your face. So yeah, oh, there we go. That's better. That's better. I just want to be able to spy on you a little bit more.
So what I understand about this piece is the title is When I Was Held in the Pavilion. And it's basically, I'm a character who's giving my soul away to this lady, and she's basically taking control over me. And yeah.
Great. How long have you been singing this song?
I started this about 2 months ago, and I've used it on and off since then.
Wonderful, wonderful. It sounds great. What year in school are you? Can I ask?
Yeah, I just finished freshman year.
Wow, fantastic. Good for you. Really, I love your resonance. I love the quality of your voice. It's so beautiful. And I feel like you captured the story so beautifully as well. I would love to work just a little bit on even finding a little bit of a higher resonance with those French vowels. And also, there were a couple places where there were some moving passages, and I felt like your jaw just got a little bit involved in those from what I could see. And also just thinking a little bit about maybe a little bit less exterior space in the mouth when you're singing lower middle, right? Maybe we don't need to be so so wide open. So how wonderful that you have a pianist. That's beautiful. Wonderful. We've all missed that so much, haven't we? Yeah. Can you speak a little bit of the text for me, just starting from the beginning, just spoken?
Yeah, quand je fus prise en pavillon de madame très jeune et belle, je me brûlais à la chandelle, ainsi que fait les papillons.
Great, excellent. That belle vowel, I'm wondering if you can think that just a little bit more taller in the resonance. And then whenever we have those nasals, we want to make sure that we're not pronouncing the N of the chantant, right? It's hard. I know. Can we just start it again and we'll do a little bit more work? Good. Very nice.
Quand je fus prise au pavillon de madame très jeune et belle, je me brûlais à la chandelle ainsi que fait les papillons.
I mean, terrible.
What's happening?
Well, when you're ready, why don't you let me know? I'll just go in.
Okay. What's going on? Can we?
I'm sorry. I think one of the attendees had their mics open, so I had to
Okay.
mute them. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Continue.
Wonderful, Ian. Can we start that again? Very nice.
Quand je fus prise au pavillon de madame très gente et belle, je rigoulais à la chandelle ainsi que fait les papillons.
Great, 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 great. So that was that, is it chantant?
Chante.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chante. Can we make sure that we're not pronouncing that N?
Chante.
Chante. So if you can just say chante, chante.
Chante. Chante.
There you go. And it's just, you just have to kind of repeat that, you know, until you can get that without the N, huh? And I'm being super picky because it's wonderful. Great. Can we start that again? Fabulous.
Quand je fus prise au pavillon de madame très gente et belle, je m'ébrouais à la chandelle ainsi que fait les papillons. Je rougis comme un vermillon à la clarté d'une étincelle, quand je fus prise au pavillon de madame très gente et belle.
Good. Excellent. Excellent. Fantastic. The other thing we want to think just a little bit about when you're doing a piece like this that is so wordy and has quick breaths, we want to make sure, Ian, that we don't do the gasp breath, right? We want to make sure that it's quiet and all we have to think is empty the throat, right? And when you empty the throat, what happens? The rib cage opens. Exactly, exactly. So it's just that quick breath and we just think it and it'll go. I know it's hard when you just have that split second, but we want to just trust, yes, that you can just, because that's, you know, our lungs are always half full, right? We just need to sort of keep the buoyancy, right? Yeah, fantastic. Can we isolate that little melisma? Is it on belle?
Belle. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we just isolate that? And if we can really make sure that we're keeping the vowel consistent, that it doesn't morph as we move. It's like we're repeating the same vowel over and over again on all those different notes. Can we just do a little bit before that? Yeah, wonderful.
Quand je fus prise au pavillon de madame très gente et belle,
Yeah.
si je sais espérion où je sais ainsi bonnelle, je me fis et gardais de celle qui me mêla de l'aiguillon quand je fus prise au pavillon.
Yeah, that really is fantastic. And it's just, you know, whenever you all have repeated notes, it sounds simplistic, but it's not easy to do. Just keeping that vowel consistent. I thought the breath was better that time too. I felt like you were trusting that more, that you could just think, you know, empty throat and the breath will come, right? Good. Let's go on.
Si je sais espérion où je sais ainsi bonnelle, je me fis et gardais de celle qui me mêla de l'aiguillon quand je fus prise au pavillon.
Fantastic, fantastic. When you go up on that last phrase, can we make sure that the jaw isn't coming forward, that we're kind of letting it, we don't want to drop the jaw, right? Because sometimes if we drop that jaw, the soft palate goes with it, right? So we want to just, yeah, we just want to kind of feel that release of not supporting with that. So can you just kind of put your thumb there gently? And we're just going to kind of sing that last phrase that goes higher. I'm sorry, I don't have the music in front of me. But you know where I mean, yeah.
Quand je fus prise au pavillon.
Can we go a little bit before that? Just a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Je me fis égarder de celle qui m'aimait là de l'aiguillon. Quand je fus prise au pavillon.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah. What is your other repertoire? What else are you working on?
I just finished a short recital with a couple of Italian art songs, Bellini and Donaudi, O del mio amato ben, and Fervido Desiderio.
Great.
And Purcell's I'll Sail Upon the Dog Star.
Perfect.
Verborgenheit by Both.
Great. Where are you doing your undergrad?
I'm at the University of Michigan, SMT.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. It's really fantastic. You're just right on the right track and your repertoire sounds wonderful. I would just say keep working on that French. I think French is one of the hardest languages because of there's so many, all the different vowels and we have to differentiate between them, but also feel like they're legato and connected. And I think that's the challenge, but I'm really, really impressed with you today. And I think you're right on the right track. So congratulations. Really a pleasure to hear you today. Thank you, Ian.
Thank you so much.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ian. Congratulations. Good job. All right, so our next singer will be Luz.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. Thank you so much. I'm so happy for singing for you. I am graduated and I am looking for a master degree. Maybe San Francisco is a good option for me, but I need to see many things to see if are there possibilities of a scholarship. I'm from Mexico City, and I most of all sing Rossini and bel cantos repertory.
Okay.
And well, I send my music is the Rondó by Tancredi.
Okay.
Per perturbar la calma.
Okay.
And I really, really, really feel me so happy for these opportunities that make us feel alive in the middle of these pandemic things, in the middle of the many kind of things who happens.
Absolutely. Music has gotten us all through, hasn't it?
Make us feel alive.
And it sure does. I second that.
Taci, e invano quel pianto, orror mi fai. Sì, con voi pugnerò, con voi la patria salverò col mio sangue. Il mio destino si compie, onor, t'invola, per noi. E anzi per te, lo sai, lo vedi, vano infedel, morto è perché Tancredi.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Wow, that's a big piece. Wow,
Yes,
that's
I know it's this. It's an enormous piece, but it's
yeah.
from Tancredi, because not only exists the tanti palpiti is the second aria.
Right, right. So how long have you been singing this? For a while?
Well, more or less, I studied this area for 5 years. I really
Wow.
want to present the Tancredi. If
Mhm.
it's not in an opera house, to make the project in Mexico City and make it in a concert.
Mhm.
I really love and enjoy this role, and
Wonderful.
I really want to do it good.
Yeah, great, great, great. So since it was such a long piece, we don't have much time, but I had a couple observations I'd
Yes.
like to share with you. First of all, the ah vowel in general for you ends up being a little bit aw, and I would like it to be the Italian ah, right? So, you know, we want to think about those vowels living behind the soft palate, right? So it's not brighter, it would just be a real ah. Can you say, like the word sigh? Can you say that?
Sigh.
Yeah. When you speak it, it's an ah. When you sing it, sometimes it gets a little bit covered. So make sure, because in Italian, you know, the central vowel is ah. If the ah vowel is correct, most of the time the other vowels will follow suit, right? So we want to make sure that you're really in the resonance, the proper resonance for the ah vowel. The other, and in general, and the other thing I noticed, Luz, is sometimes your posture, and I've been talking to my students a lot about this, especially this year, posture is so important. We're hunched over computers all the time. You know, that's all we do. We're at the computer all the time. So we want to make sure that your upper body, yes. Could you stand up for me so I can just address that a little bit? Yeah. Yeah. So if you can really make sure, you know, you can find where your sternum is, which is about right here. And you want to make sure that everything is sort of open. The rib cage has to be nice and open and buoyant, right? And that way your diaphragm can just regulate the air and do what it needs to do. But if we're sort of this way, the breath isn't really operating the way it needs to, huh? Yeah. So I obviously we can't work through the whole piece. We don't have enough time. But can you just do I'm in front of a piano. So what is at the very beginning, the beginning of the aria, what's the pitch? And I can give it to you.
Oh.
Do you have the music in front of you? Or do you just want to start it again?
It's here. Yeah. It's here. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, unfortunately, in this time, all lives in the
okay.
But yes.
What is the first line of text that you sing? We don't need the accompanist. Let's just do a little bit of a cappella. So the first line is perché. Great. Yes. Can you start that for me? Do you need a pitch to get on?
Pitch.
Or just start the accompanist and it'll give you where you need to go.
No, I'm looking for the score. For the score.
Ah, okay.
The score lives here. For this reason, I say all live here.
Everything, yes.
All everything is here. Perché? F.
Yeah.
Perché
when you say questo cor, right? So
Right.
can we make sure that I call it like it's like an old-fashioned swim mask, right? We want our resonance should be here. So can you sing that one more time? Is it perché? Here we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Can you go, ah? Yeah. Can you feel that room back there? Just, ah.
Yes, just here.
Yes. Perché? Here we go. Yes. Yeah, that to me already is a little bit more resonant. Does that feel any different for you? Yeah, exactly. Now I just want to do that line one more time, and I'd like for you to think about your posture, Luz. Yeah, here we go. Mhm. Yeah, so questo doesn't vibrate, and we need it to vibrate in the resonance. Here we go. Da, da, da. Here we go. There it is. There it is. So every single note needs to vibrate in the resonance, huh? Yeah, really important. I would encourage you to do this piece, which I'm sure you did in your preparation. Do it in little sections. And there's so many little sections in this piece where you can just isolate a certain section and work the vowels. Really make sure that all the vowels are the Italianate vowels and they're real and in the resonance, huh? Yeah, wonderful to hear you. I'm sorry, I wish we had more time, but we've got to keep moving forward. So thank you so much for singing today. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Luz. Congratulations. All right, Erickson, I will invite you next to the stage. Take it away.
Hello.
Hi.
I'd like to sing Die Bildnis ist bezaubernd schön from Mozart's Magic Flute. Okay. Come on. Okay. Diese Bildnis ist bezaubernd schön, wie noch kein Auge je gesehen. Ich fühl es, wie das ganze Bild mein Herz mit neuer Regung erfüllt. Mein Herz mit neuer Regung erfüllt. Dies etwas kann ich's vor nicht nennen, doch fühl ich's hier wie Feuer brennen. Soll die Empfindung Liebe sein, soll die Empfindung Liebe sein. Ja, ja, die Liebe ist allein. Die Liebe, die Liebe, die Liebe ist allein. Oh, wenn ich sie nur finden könnte, oh, wenn sie doch schon vor mir stände, ich werde warm und rein, was werde ich? Ich werde sie Bosen heißen, Bosen drücken, und ewig wäre sie dann mein, und ewig wäre sie dann mein, und ewig wäre sie dann mein, ewig wäre sie dann mein, ewig wäre sie dann mein.
Thank you so much, Erickson.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Can you tell me how long you've been working on this and where you are in school?
This one about a year or so. I graduated with a bachelor degree, but I've just been loosely working on it last year, and for the competition, I kind of had to get things in order in the last few months or so.
Okay, great. And so you're not in school now, you're taking a little time off.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Good for you. Excellent. So a couple thoughts. Just again, going back to text, I feel like sometimes your text gets a little bit muddled, especially when you're in the passaggio. And some of these German umlauts can actually help us in the passaggio to feel a little bit more core. So we don't want to modify too soon, so I'd like to work with you a little bit on that.
Okay.
And then also really taking care on some of these descending lines in the aria. Sometimes we lose a little bit of the resonance of the height. And so we want to make sure that we're really singing into the resonance all the way through, huh? And for instance, a vowel that can be kind of helpful is like in the word ewig, and yours is a little bit ewig, right? I'm not saying we should close it to an E, but somewhere in between. So I'd like to start this again. Do you have the score handy so we can do a little bit of work a cappella?
Yes.
Fabulous. So what note do you start on D? Is it?
B flat.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Excellent. So I want you to think a little bit, Erickson, about letting go of your shoulders and really thinking about, again, this feeling of in, down, and out, right? Yes, I want to help you just ground yourself a little bit today. Sometimes the shoulders want to come up and help. So here we go, release and. Right, so great. Oh, that was so much better already. Yeah, great. So now dies bis D, 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 D. We've got to really make sure we're staying linear there so it doesn't sort of fall off the cliff, right? One more time, here we go. Better, go on. Yeah, so instead of thinking da 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 da, can we think da 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 da? It's just a matter of keeping the breath energy, isn't it?
Okay.
All the way through the line. So many times we, as singers, I'm a mezzo, I do the same thing, my middle voice. We've got to support all the way through, right? It's sometimes we get done with the high note, we're like, woo,
Yeah.
I'm done. Yeah, exactly. So we want to keep that resistance all the way through. Okay, so one more time. Very good. Here we go. And yes, go on. Go on. Yep. So in Mozart, we don't want any slideys. Da, 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 dee, dee, dee. It's got to stay really clean. Ich fühle es. Here we go.
Ich fühle es.
Yep. Sorry, I'm being super picky, but we kind of scooped up to the S.
Oh.
So ich fühle es. Here we go. And
Ich fühle es.
go on.
Ich fühle es.
Mhm.
Hier ist Gott.
Right. And that's one of those moments where you get that umlaut. And what are those pitches? Because I don't have the music. Da.
E flat, A flat. Sorry, B flat, A flat. Yeah.
Da, 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 da. So the vowel on the A flat is g, gut, right? Yeah. So can we try that again?
Hier ist Gott.
Much better, much better. Can you really make sure, Erickson, that we're really allowing the rib cage, the whole body to open on that breath? Here we go. And
Hier ist Gott.
better. Go on.
Mein Herz mit neuer Regung wird.
Mhm.
Mein Herz mit neuer Regung wird.
Right. So can you speak that text for me? Mein Herz.
Mein Herz mit neuer Regung füllt.
Right. Mein.
Mein
Yeah.
Herz.
So yours sounds like mein Herz, right? Mein Herz, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So can we, I love, I was watching a class with a very famous coach, and he said the ah vowel in German is always ah, no matter if you're happy, sad, mad, glad, whatever. And so we want to make sure that ma, ah, kind of like I was talking to Luz in the Tancredi in
Mhm.
the Italian ah, right? Ah, so mine, is that a B flat again?
Yes. Yeah.
Here we go.
Mine.
Yeah, mine.
Mein Herz mit neuer Regung wird.
Right. Can we just take a chance? And I'm challenging you, and you're doing fabulously. Can we take a chance and can we sing it like we speak it?
Okay.
Mein Herz mit neuer Regung füllt, right? Füllt.
Mein Herz mit neuer Regung füllt.
Can you just,
Mein,
yeah, can you just sing it like that? Here we go. Good.
mein Herz mit neuer Regung füllt.
That's closer. Mein Herz mit, that's the one that goes mit, right? I want mit.
Ah.
Yeah, here we go. We're getting there. And
Mein Herz.
mein Herz.
mit neuer Regung füllt. Mein Herz mit neuer Regung füllt.
Yeah.
Okay.
How does that feel for you? Does that feel strange?
A little bit, but it does make it feel a little bit easier.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That's a good thing, right? And,
Yeah.
and we want it to feel easier. We want it to feel that we're not working so hard, right? And this aria will do it to you. It's a tricky one, huh? It's a real, challenge because so much of it sits in that upper passaggio. And if we're giving all of this big space, when we get up to the high notes, we've got nothing left to give, right? So we want to feel a little bit more true to the text through that passaggio. So for you, I would say, sing it like you speak it. It sounds simplistic, but it's not as easy as it sounds. Yeah. Can we just do that line one more time and then I'll stop. Here we go. Mit neu.
Mein Herz mit neuer Regung wird.
Yeah, much better. And that fühlt has more E in it. Fühlt.
Okay.
Yeah, one more time.
Mein Herz mit neuer Regung wird.
Yeah, much better. I would take a look at the text and really make sure that you're singing the real vowels, you know, and I think it'll just kind of take a what I call a little bit of space out of the vowel, so we're not so big all the way up and down. And then when you, like I said, when you get to the top, you'll have that space to give. Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful. Just great to hear you today. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Erickson.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who's next?
Congratulations, Erickson. Yes, we have Brittany next.
Great.
Hello. Do you want me just to jump right in?
Sure. What do you
Okay.
like to sing today?
So thanks for squeezing me in. I was dressed in a jeans t-shirt, working with students all day, and then I went, oh, okay, I'll throw on a dress. Sure.
Awesome. I love it. I love it.
I'm Brittany Walker. I'll be singing Acerba Voluta from Adriana de Couvre, Bachilea, and I guess
All right.
we'll just do the thing. Okay.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much for singing that. It's such a great aria, and your voice is really suited to the piece. How long have you been singing it?
Ooh, this has just been since last August, so
Oh,
still growing and changing and moving things around. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's such an aria that about registration, and really making sure that the registrations are balanced. I feel like, if we give too much in one registration, sometimes the other one kind of bottoms out. And so your top sounds so easy. I don't know if it's always been easy.
Nope.
Good. Okay. Well, good for you. I'd love to just in our little time that we have, just to kind of think about a little bit of balancing that lower registration. And, I think sometimes in that lower registration, that lower passaggio, we want to sort of kind of, I don't know, press on it just a little bit. And so, even when we're down in that chest voice, the chest mix, we still want to keep this idea of an inverted megaphone, right? So we want to still keep the room open in the back. We don't want to sing in it. We want to sing through it. Yeah. But I want to just kind of think a little bit about that. The other thing I would say is there's so many little phraselets in this, and we want to keep a connection of a through line all the way through those. So even if we are breathing, which is fine, we want to keep the intensity of the whole sentence, the whole idea that we're saying through that. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. So great. I want to do I know it's hard to isolate. Do you have the music in front of you?
I have score, and you mean the accompaniment, or?
No, the score, because I don't have the music. I don't have the score in front of me. So can we do a little bit of work on just the part that kind of dips down and then goes back up? Do you know the section I'm talking? There's a couple places like that.
Yeah, is it the big one though at the end, O Vagabonda?
Yeah, why don't we do that? What pitch do you need?
I'm scrolling down. Nope, that's all that. Starts at middle C, I should have guessed. C to A.
Okay, great. So. Yeah, wonderful. So when we say, oh, can we keep a little bit of height in that, because we know where we're going, right? So we want to breathe with the intention of the highest note of the phrase. So it's CA, right? Here we go. Great. And can we sing a real ah? Here we go.
And mezzoed it. I made it's like this mezzoitis. I'm dark now.
I know, it's so interesting, isn't it, in the middle voice? It's like we don't think about real vowels in the middle voice, but then, man, when we get to the outer extremities, we pay, right? Here we go. And
make it easier, right?
Right?
Oh, no. Stella Dori non tramandar.
Yeah, great. Yeah, so that's is it non tramandar?
Non tramontar, but I'm trying
non tramontar. Great. So non tra, what's the pitch there? I'm sorry, I don't have the music.
Probably CA again.
E again?
Mezzos,
yeah.
Same thing.
Non tra, can we try that one?
No, non tramandar.
So that sounds like non tra.
Oh, okay.
Non tra.
Non tramandar.
Yeah, I don't know how that, it doesn't sound right. It just sounds like an ah. Yeah. So I call it the snort space, if you can feel that. Yeah, so that's not a C. That I think this one starts
Yeah.
the D. Here we go. Non.
Non tramandar, non tramandar,
Mm-hmm.
sorridi all'universo.
Nice. Great. And can you give me those pitches for that last line?
Yeah.
Very good. I know I'm kind of.
All'universo ends on a D, then C, A, C, E, A.
So that is that an A?
Yep.
Great. Great. So what's the starting pitch on that line? C?
Yep.
Okay. Great, great. Can you make sure that your tongue base isn't sort of pulling back as you get to the top? Tip of the tongue should always be on the bottom teeth. Here we go. Yeah, and what's that text that you're singing?
Esegui no mente.
Okay. A say,
Mm-hmm.
is it say or se?
Say.
Say. Okay, great. So that's a good vowel, right? That's a good vowel to sing in the passaggio, right? Yeah, so here we go.
I felt my tongue depress.
Yep.
And then I popped it back up. Man,
Yeah.
how long have I been doing that?
Sometimes, if you just take your thumb and you just kind of gently put it underneath here, not, just underneath your chin. Can you see? Yeah, just kind of, you can kind of check in with that and you can feel when it's gripping, right? Here we go. Oh, I like that.
That was easier.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes our tongue base wants to support.
All the time.
Nope. You're not welcome at this party, right? Can you do that one more time? That was really lovely. Here we go. And yeah. And then you should feel your support really kick in, right? Then you should feel like the work is going into the right place, right? Yeah.
Some action
Exactly. Yeah. I think we have one more singer, so I probably should press on, but thank you for joining us today. This was really wonderful to work with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was wonderful working with you too. Thanks for catching me on my vowels. You know how in your head you think you're doing it and then someone goes, "Why are you saying oh?" I'm like, "Oh."
Exactly. I thought it was
Oh. Thank you
so much.
Wonderful. Congratulations, Brittany. Okay, so the next person is Ava. Ava, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, wonderful. Hopefully after this, if we have a little time, we can take some questions. So everyone, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. You can ask after Ava sings. All right.
Hi, Ava.
Hi, so wonderful to meet you. I'm so excited to be here. I have family in San Francisco and I go to Occidental College in Los Angeles. I'm going into my senior year. So I'm happy to be with you right now.
I'm happy you're here. Yeah. What are you going to sing?
So I'll keep it short and sweet. I'm going to sing Rastlosa Liebe by Franz Schubert.
Awesome.
And so, yeah, I'll just go ahead. I'm going for my phone.
Cool.
Dem Schnee, dem Regen, dem Wind, entgegen im Dampf, die Klüfte, den Nebel Ach, wie soll eigene scharfetet Schmerzen? Wer soll ich fliehen? Wer wird sehen? Oh, so alles vergebens. Krone des Lebens, Glück und Ruhe. Lebe bist du, lebe bist du. Glück und Ruhe, lebe bist du. Krone des Lebens, Glück und Ruhe. Lebe bist du, lebe bist du. Lebe bist du.
Wonderful. I love that piece.
Thank you. Yeah, me too. It's beautiful.
It's so much fun. So you're entering your senior year. So how long was this one of your jury pieces this year?
Yeah, I had a junior recital this year.
Oh.
And yes, I did a Schubert set. So I did Du bist die Ruhe, Rassor Saliba, and Gretchen am Spinnrad.
Fantastic. Wonderful. That's a great set. Excellent. I would, in a piece like this that's so text driven and that moves so much, I would say we want to try to find a little bit more legato. And, there's so many consonants in German. So we have to really make sure that we're kind of keeping those on the breath as well. I felt like when we started, it was a little bit almost nasal, and then it started to kind of settle into your resonance as you went. And it's so hard in this not to just kind of, yeah. So and also watch the umlaut Glück.
Yeah.
That should be an E on the tongue. Glück. So it's like you should just kind of almost think of singing an E. Glück. Yeah. And then the word Liebe, we want to make sure that that really sounds like Liebe, right? So we need a little bit more E on the tongue. So I want to start this again. Do you have the music in front of you?
I just moved. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I'm just looking to see if I have it.
Definitely could find it on my email. Absolutely.
That would be great. Because I don't think I have it at home.
I am so sorry. Give me one moment.
No, it's okay. Let me just look to see if this is, I don't think it's in here. I have an anthology, but I don't think it's in there.
Here we go. Yes, got it.
Great. So what's the first note?
First note is a B.
Great. Yeah. So I just want to kind of go through here and do a little bit of a cappella work and try to clean up some of the German and the line. Here we go. And
dem Schnee, dem Regen, dem Wind, entgegen dem Dampf der Klüfte, der Nebel Düfte.
Great. Excellent. So can you speak that for me? Im Wind?
Yes. Dem Schnee, dem Regen, dem Wind, entgegen im Dampf der Klüfte, der Nebeldüfte.
Great. Excellent. Excellent. When we start this time, and we'll just do it a cappella again, can you just plug your nose for me and really feel like you're kind of singing right behind the nose and not, you shouldn't feel pressure. Here we go. And
Dem Schnee, dem Regen, dem Wind, entgegen im Dampf der Klüfte, der Nebeldüfte.
Great. So did you feel pressure?
No, it
Excellent.
felt much more resonant within my head.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So can we just do that one more time and then we'll do it without. Here we go. I just want you to kind of feel what that's like. Here we go.
Dem Schnee, dem Regen, dem Wind, entgegen im Dampf der Klüfte, der Nebeldüfte.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, great. Now without it, here we go.
Dem Schnee, dem Regen, dem Wind, entgegen im Dampf der Klüfte, der Nebeldüfte.
Yeah. So when you say immer zu, Imetsu. Is that alle?
I'm sorry?
What's the word after imetsu?
So, ohne.
Ona. So that's the vowel that's not quite clear, huh? Imetsu. I think it's an E, right? Here we go. And yeah, boy, that was a lot better. That was a lot better. How does that feel any different to you?
Absolutely. And like I have been working on this with my voice teacher for years. So like I completely know where you're coming from. And it's something that I slip into and I have to work on constantly. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. And it's interesting, isn't it? It's always an affirmation when you do these. Can you hear me okay? Yeah,
Yes.
it's always
I'm so sorry.
oh no, that's okay. Yeah, it's always an affirmation, isn't it, when we do these classes? Because it's sort of like, oh yes, I can see the recognition, on your face going, oh yes, I've heard this before. And it's just, just kind of thinking about it in a different way. So now I want to go, just see, and just kind of trying to feel that it's like up, back, and over. Here we go. And great. And now that's great. That's fun. Now, can we do that again? And can you just use the tongue and not the jaw? So it'll be like, yeah, 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 yeah. So I talked a little bit earlier about this inverted megaphone, right? So if we're going, yeah, 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 what happens? My soft palate is down, right? So we want to feel that, yeah, 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 yeah. We want to feel like that backspace is open, but we're not so big in the front. Sometimes we do the real megaphone instead of this. So here we go. Yeah, yeah. Ah. Yeah, I really liked the G that time. I thought that was so much more resonant. Great. Can we just, in our couple seconds left, can we go back to the accompanist and can we think about that just a little bit? And I probably won't do the whole thing, but I just want to see how that resonates. Here we go.
Sure. Dem Schnee, dem Regen, dem Wind entgegen, dem Dampf der Kräfte, der Nebeltäfte, Rast und Ruhe. Lebe das Leiden, wollt ich mich schlagen, also wir Freuden des Lebens ertragen. Neiven von Herzen zu Herzen, wie so eigene Schafe das Schmerzen. Wie soll ich fliehen, werde mit sein, alles vergeben.
Yeah, great, great. Excellent, excellent. That for my ears sounded a little bit easier. Yeah.
Able to flow more between things, definitely.
Exactly, exactly. Now, I just want to add this idea of feeling that we can sing real text now. It's like building blocks, isn't it? Now we got that nasopharynx kind of released and open, and everything is sort of resonant. And now we want to kind of put the finishing in, which is the real text, right? Yeah. So can we start it again? And with that idea.
Dem Schnee, dem Regen, dem Wind entgegen, dem Dampf der Kräfte, der Nebeltäfte, immer da, ohne Rast und Ruhe. Lebe das Leiden,
Yeah, that's so much better. And you can feel the spots that get a little bit stuck, you know, and you know exactly how to release those, huh? Yeah, fantastic. That was really great. I really enjoyed working with you today. I really enjoyed working with all of you today. Thank you so much for stepping in. Yeah.
All of your help so much. It's so like I'm gonna keep it in my mind and keep going with it.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Does anybody have any questions for me? I know this kind of a crazy format and we just cover so many different things with different voices. So I don't know if anybody has any questions about the class or about SFCM, the San Francisco Conservatory, or anything about our program for me. Feel free.
What's the application process like for your graduate program?
Well, it's I think Jason, you're on the call, right?
Yep. Hey there, everybody. My name is Jason Lawrence. I'm the Associate Director of Admission at the San Francisco Conservatory of Music. Our application process is pretty straightforward, whether you're undergrad, grad, postgrad. There's an application, a couple of essays, a few recommendations. We'll ask to learn a little bit more about your musical background, rep you've studied. For voice, it is a pre-screened area. So it's like a little sample audition. I think we're all pretty familiar with pre-screening here in this room. So there's that, which is due by December 1st. And then in early January, we notify people whether they're invited to the final round of auditions. And then those take place through the end of January to kind of the beginning of March. And then from there, we release admission decisions March 15th. Graduates have until April 15th. Undergraduates have until May 1st. And yeah, so it's really straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Of course. Jason explains it so much better than I do, even though I do it every year. Anybody else have any questions? You all are amazing, singing with all these app companies and, you know, dealing with all the stuff this year. It's just so amazing. And I applaud Classical Singer for doing this. You know, it's just amazing to give everyone some opportunities. Yeah. Oh, here's a question, a couple questions. If one were looking at a composition master's at SFCM, what is the app like for that? Is it similar, Jason? I'm not familiar with composition.
So it's quite similar, the process. There's pre-screening, we ask for a sample portfolio, and they're looking to get a sense for your musical personality. You know, they want to hear original musical thought, creative ideas, and what's a little bit different compared to other schools is our composition program actually requires piano proficiency. So part of the audition is submitting recordings of you playing piano, because most of our instruction is done at the keyboard. So private lessons, you're going to be sitting at the keyboard with your private teacher week in, week out. And so we just want to make sure people are comfortable. You don't need to be a piano performance major level. We just want to see that you're willing to apply yourself and that you would be comfortable in that format.
Great, thank you, Jason. This is another question that might require, Jason, your expertise. Hello, Catherine Dobbs. I am a rising senior and undergrad and been looking at SFC for graduate studies. I was curious, is there a time frame in which we will know if the 2021 or 21-22 auditions are live or online?
Yeah, so we anticipate offering, you know, virtual options, but the final sort of announcement for that with what will be available, what will not be available, will come in mid-September when we release or open up the application for spring 2022 and fall 2022. So keep an eye out, fingers crossed. You know, we'd love to have people back in the building, auditioning live in our beautiful spaces, checking out the Bose Center here, our new building that we just opened up. So yeah, feel free to reach out if you guys have questions beyond that, maybe you don't want to ask in this context, my email is jlawrence, LAWRENCE, @sfcm.edu. I'd be more than happy to help.
Yeah, we're all crossing our fingers for live auditions this year. So yeah.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions?
Okay. All right. Well, right now, I think we'll have to wrap up. This was a wonderful session. Thank you so much, Catherine, for everything. This was enlightening. The singer is beautiful singing, and congratulations to all of you.
Yes.
Well done.
Bravi, bravi, bravi.
Okay, so I hope everyone will continue to enjoy the convention for the rest of the week. Right now, we are going to sign off. Have a good evening.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a great summer. Keep singing.